should know before doing the big chop. Just to let you know some background for myself, I am now almost 6 years since I've done my big chop. I did it in 2011. I made it 8 months post relaxer. I really wanted to at least make it a year because I've never had short hair in my life, and I was definitely afraid to go short and go natural all at the same time. So it would be basically 2 major hairstyle changes for me. So I really wanted to make it as long as I could. But at the 8-month mark, listen, the 2 textures were just fighting each other too much, and I had to just let it go. And it was the best decision I ever. Since then, I guess you could say I had big chop 2 more times. I cut my hair in a tapered cut. I believe that was around 2013 or 2014. And then I cut it in a tapered cut again last March. That is, of course, you can see is currently growing out. So right now I am on a length journey, but I want this video to just help those who are thinking about doing the big chop, or even if you have recently done the big chop and you still are not sure what to do with your hair. I want this video to hopefully help you along that journey. So number 1, I don't want you to get the expectation that your hair will look like any of the YouTubers out there. Yes, it possibly could, but more than likely it will not. I still haven't felt like I've found a YouTuber who has the same textured hair that I do. I think the closest I found is probably I Know Lee, if you guys follow her. But she is probably the closest person that I have seen that has a very similar texture hair that I do. Of course, I love all the others, Mahogany Curls, Snapchat 85, all those wonderful people. But my hair just does not look like their hair, and it's really hard to relate and to figure out hairstyles and all that other stuff when their hair just does not look like your hair. So first is definitely come to the realization that you will have your own texture, you will have your own curl pattern. So do not fall for the hype of, oh, once I chop all my relaxed hair off, my hair is going to be so curly and it's going to be so beautiful. Because it may not be, and I just really don't want you to experience that disappointment, because this should be a journey for you to love your hair again, just be comfortable in its natural state. And I will not want anybody to go through the letdown of once you cut your hair and you wash it and you look in the mirror and it's not super curly. So just get that expectation out of your mind. It is definitely great to go to YouTubers to get some tips, tricks, ideas, but don't go in thinking once I cut my hair is now going to look like this. Just be real with yourself, okay? Number 2, no amount of hair product will give you a particular curl pattern. I know, especially in the black community, you have this good hair and bad hair stereotype. If you have a very loose curly curl pattern, is, oh, she has good hair. There's, in my opinion, no such thing as good and bad hair. It's all in how you take care of your hair. So just don't go thinking that because you see Mahogany Curls and she has this gorgeous curl pattern that, oh, if I use the same Shea Moisture products or Diva Curl products that she uses, then my hair will look like that. It doesn't work that way. If you don't naturally have the curl pattern, no amount of product is going to get you there. This is a lesson I kind of had to learn the hard way. I was just so excited to big chop and see my curly hair, because I had never in my life, other than pictures when I was younger, seen and dealt with my natural hair. As far as I can remember, I've had a relaxer. So I was just so excited that my hair was just going to be so curly and so big, and I was just really excited to cut it off. And then after I cut it and I started buying all of these products, I mean, every product you can think of, I started buying, and I would put it on my hair and I'm like, where are the curls? Where is it? My hair just did not look like anybody else's. No matter what I used, what I put on it, what I did, it just didn't curl up. And I was so confused, like, but I'm using the same thing they're using. I'm following the steps exactly, but my hair is not looking like their hair. So I definitely don't want you going out and spending a ton of money on hair products thinking you just need to find the right hair product to give you their hair, because no amount of product you use will give you somebody else's hair. It will only enhance and define the curl pattern that you already naturally have. So save your coins and buy the stuff that you know works for your hair. Number 3, your hair will go into shock. I really did not understand this until I big chopped myself. And I'm not saying everybody will go through this, but most naturals you talk to, especially those that did not transition a very long time, will realize your hair will go into shock. It will get super dry. Even your true curl pattern sometimes at that time will not come through, because your hair is just like, what did you just do? So it has to take time to adjust to the new change. So when I first big chopped, my hair just felt dry all the time. I thought it was the hair products I was using, like nothing is keeping my hair moisturized. And then after doing some research, I realized, oh, my hair is just going into shock. So at that point, I did a lot of deep conditioning. I did a lot of bagging, especially overnight, where you kind of just spray your hair with some water or conditioner and put a plastic bag on and leave it on overnight. I did that a lot just to get my moisture levels back to where they were previously, because it's hard, especially, you know, you're getting used to new hair. Your hair is probably much shorter than you've ever experienced, so you're trying to get used to styling it. And then on top of that, you are dealing with, you know, your hair going into shock and being super dry. Within that time frame, also, I would still see all these like straight strands, and I was like, that can't still be relaxer in my hair. I cut everything out. And it was just a part of your hair going into that shock that sometimes it takes a while for your curl pattern to get rid of that weight of the relaxed hair holding it down. That's why usually when you're transitioning, it's hard to tell what your hair type is going to be or your texture is going to be, because you do have that relaxed hair on the ends weighing down that curl pattern. So it could look very loose, and then when you big chop, it could be very tight. So it's really hard to gauge what your hair will look like. So just kind of be ready for it to be different, and just prepare yourself to just take it day by day, do what you have to do, or if you have to, throw some braids or twist in and fake it till you make it. You know, you just gotta do what you gotta do to get where you wanna be. But just do not be afraid. If your hair goes into that shock, just know you have to really give it extra TLC. You have to really be on top of deep conditioning and really keeping your hair moisturized. And not thinking that, oh, I want to get 3rd and 4th and 5th day hair, because in the beginning that probably will not happen, because you need to wet and moisturize your hair a lot more often. Tip 4, if you are cutting your hair really low, just be comfortable with short hair. As I stated earlier, when I did the big chop, it was my first time in my life having short hair. So it was a major adjustment for me. I lived for my big hoop earrings or any type of bigger dangly hanging earrings, because it made me feel a little more comfortable and helped me embrace my hair a little bit more. But I definitely want you to be comfortable with short hair if you decide to do that. If you are not, please transition for as long as you can. Of course, without causing damage or sacrificing your hair. Just transition for as long as you can, because even if your hair looks like it has a good amount of length, once you cut it, it will shrink. So where you thought you maybe had 5 inches of hair, once it shrinks, it may look like 2 inches of hair. So you just want to make sure you are totally comfortable with being okay with having short hair. If you're a long hair type of girl and that's what you've always had and that's what you're used to and that's what you're comfortable with, just make sure you will be okay with having that short hair. Because even with me, as you can see, this is a twist out and you see this strand stops here. But if I pull my hair, it's here. So that's a major difference in your hair. So just imagine if you cut it and you cut it super low, it's going to look even shorter than that once you wet it and get your hair products and all of that stuff. So just make sure that you are, basically your self-esteem is on 1,000 because there will be people that definitely question you. They don't like it, and then at that point it kind of makes you question yourself. So just be confident in your hair. Know that you are doing it and you look good, and don't let nobody else tell you anything different. So just have that confidence before you do it, because there will be times when you don't know what to do, or somebody will give you a backhanded compliment. Ooh, girl, you look nice to have short nappy hair. And you like, okay. So just have that comfort level kind of already there, and even if you don't, once again, fake it till you make it. Even if you're not feeling the hair at all, throw some makeup, accessories on, and strut like you walking down the runway everywhere you go. All right, this one is probably a big one for everybody, not even those who have recently big chopped. Do not become a PJ or a product junkie. I'm sure every natural woman, especially if you're into the YouTube community, you have become a PJ. It was ridiculous. When I was relaxed, I probably had some pink moisturizer, some grease, and an oil. And that was probably the extent of my hair collection. Once I became natural, I literally had to get these storage bins that were probably like this, and I had 3 of them that are stacked in my bathroom that holds shampoos or samples, conditioners, deep conditioners, and then stylers. I never had so many products in my life until I went natural, and this is better. At least now I know what my hair likes. Back then, 6 years ago, I just bought everything. I went to the World Natural Hair Show in Atlanta, I believe 2 years in a row, was buying everything that I saw. Every YouTube video I watched that had a good review, I was ordering the product. It was ridiculous. Like, if I even think about the amount of money I spent during that time, I would probably cry. But it was bad. So do not do that. If you really feel the need to buy every product that you see, or most of the products, please buy them from somewhere that you can return them, such as Ulta, Target, or Sally's are the places that I know. If you have any local places in your area, make sure to ask when you're buying before you check out, because that makes a huge difference. A lot of the natural hair products are not cheap, so you don't want to spend all this money on a hair product and you use it once and realize that your hair hates it and you can't take it back. Either your family will be very grateful because they will end up with a bunch of free natural hair products, or you will be absolutely miserable. You begin to hate your hair because you are not only wasting money, you feel like you can't figure out what your hair actually likes. So just buy one thing at a time. Buy them from places that you can return them. So if your hair does not like it, take it back and buy something else with different ingredients and see if your hair likes that, until you figure out what ingredients and what products actually help your hair retain moisture, keep your hairstyle, definition, all that good stuff. But just do not become a product junkie. It's a serious condition, serious disease. And most of us at some point or another have all suffered from it. So I am really trying to save your pockets right now, and just don't do it. Okay? And lastly, I just want you to fall in love with your hair. I really remember the day I big chopped like it was yesterday, and I didn't know what to do. I liked my hair, but then I was kind of upset because, of course, I was expecting it to look different, feel different. So I had a lot of mixed emotions. But as my hair grew and I learned my hair, I fell absolutely in love with my hair. Originally, when I wanted to go natural, I just wanted to get the chemicals out. And at that point, I said, I'm just going to be a straight natural. I just want to go natural so that my hair can be fuller and thicker, so that when it's straight, it looks really good with relaxed hair. And I'll try to find some pictures and maybe insert them. But with my relaxed hair, it was just straight and boring. And I like, even now when I see that, I'm like, how did I have this for so long? It's like I had relaxed hair for forever, but that was all I knew. So that was what I had. But after I started embracing my natural hair, I fell in love. Even when Facebook, I know you guys see, they do like the memories some days, and it's like, oh, 5 years ago, this was that picture. And I look at it and I'm like, my hair looked a hot mess. And then in the caption, I'm like, my twist out came out perfect today. I'm so excited. And although now, because I know better and I know how my hair can look in a good twist out, I was like, that's horrible. But back then, I was learning my hair, so when a style would come out slightly okay, to me it was bomb. So it's just funny to kind of see those pictures come back up and look at them, and I'm like, no girl, you wasn't doing it. But you know, at that point, I was starting to actually fall in love with my hair. So whatever I did to it, I just made it work. A headband puff, pulling it back to the side, some flowers, whatever I needed to do, that's what I did. And it helped me to absolutely fall in love with my hair. Yes, we still have our love-hate days, and I think probably will always have that. Some days, sometimes you just get over your natural hair. You don't want to deal with it. You just want to put it away, or you just want to cut it all off. But as for me, I would never go back to a relaxer. I just don't see the point in doing that. If I really just wanted straight hair, I would just become a straight natural and not wear twist outs and all this other stuff, and just blow my hair out and straighten it all the time. Do not miss having to pat my hair when you needed to get a touch up and you couldn't scratch it. I don't miss the smell of a relaxer. I do not miss how stiff and flat my hair was right after a relaxer. I do not miss anything about a relaxer. So I will never go back. If I needed to have straight hair, I can have straight hair. If I want to have big curly hair, I can have that too. And I like having that versatility that if I wanted to go swimming, I can go swimming, and although I don't like my wash and go, I can put some product on it, put a headband on, and I can just leave and do whatever else I need to do. I don't have to wash, blow dry, flat iron, maybe curl, to do all that stuff to get my hair to look like something, basically how I had to when I was relaxed. So I love the freedom of my natural hair, although it is work. Do not think you are getting off easy going natural. No, you are not. And that's the only reason I would probably say natural hair isn't for everybody, because although it is technically, because it's the hair that grows out of our scalp, it is not if you do not have the time to take care of your hair and do what you need to do for it to look nice. Most of us can't just throw some water on it, throw a product on it, and walk out the door and our hair look good for 3, 4, 5 days. I know I can't. So I know I have to take the time for my hair to look nice, to keep it healthy, and just do what I need to do. But if that's not you, then you probably should really reconsider going natural, because don't think you're gonna just automatically come out easier. Not always the case. So just prepare yourself for this journey that you will be on. It truly is a journey. Even 6 years in, I still learn new things. I try new things. I just try to never get bored with my hair. And if I do, I throw it in some braids or twists. And then those last like 2 weeks, and then I'm like, oh, I miss my hair. And then I pull them right back out. So you will fall in love with it, but just know that it's going to take some time. It will be a journey, so just embrace everything that comes along with it. The good days, the bad days, the days that your hair looks bomb when you leave the house, and as soon as you get to work, you look in the mirror and you're like, what happened between the 15 minutes I left home and I got here? It's just, things will happen. So if you are going to go ahead and big chop, stock up on your accessories, especially your headbands, your flowers, your bobby pins, anything like that, stock up and always keep them with you because you never know when you may need them, okay? If you guys have any other questions about doing the big chop, any hair products, I'm not a guru or anything, but I have tried a number of products, so definitely if you have any questions, just leave them below and I will answer them. Until next time, continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.